Hello everyone, my name is Peter Joshua. I'm the country representative of Fodafrica. Fodafrica simply means Focus on Development African Initiative, and is a youth-based organization set aside to build and to nurture youth in Africa to become contributing members of their society. We believe that with the youth in focus, everything that concerns a nation is being built. Now we are entering the street to ask the youth the things that actually affect them as they grow in the society. Things that make them not to maximize their potentials, things that make them not to get whatever thing they want to get or become who they want to become. Join me, let's enter the street and ask the youth, and let's find out what they have to say. Okay, we are here in the street and we want to talk to an African youth here standing before me. So let's know who he is, and he will tell us things that hinder him from achieving whatever thing he wants to achieve in Africa. Let's hear him speak. So sir, tell us, what's your name?
I'm Emmanuel.
Okay, his name is Emmanuel. So sir, tell us, what exactly hinders you from achieving your goals in Africa as a youth?
As a youth, there are so many things that hinder us from achieving our goals in Africa. But I'll talk about one specifically. I'll talk about parental influence. You know, a lot of parents, African parents, have this ideology of their children wanting their children to do what they want. Okay. So you find out that you have a kid, a teenager or a youth who wants to get into university and wants to study maybe theater arts, and you find out the mom wants him or her to study medicine and surgery. And you now find out that passion is killed. Okay, now he made mention of parental influence on the youth is hindering them from achieving their purpose in Africa. Now, please, do you know, can an NGO play a role in this? Yes, truly, an NGO can. They can help when it comes to reorientation. That's what I call it. Okay. You know, because the parents must have come with this particular orientation of, you know, imbibing them with this mindset of do what I have, what I want you to do. Okay, I think I love that, but I want to quickly introduce an organization to you. Okay. I'm from Fodafrica, and it means Focus on Development Africa. So with Fodafrica, we can achieve that, and I know we can achieve that with you by our side. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Thank you very much.
My name is Ada, and I'm a student of Michael Okpara University. Okay, she's a student. Please, can you tell us what hinders you from achieving your dream, your desires, to maximize your potential in Africa as a youth? All right. There are a lot of things that stop youths, I think, but I'm gonna give two. Number one is finance and self. Okay, when you look at what you want to do or what you want to achieve, and then there is no, and we are in a world as we can't do anything like without money. And secondly, self. We hold ourselves back sometimes. You just feel like doing this thing, but sometimes you just feel like staying at home. Okay, she made mention of finance. Finance has been part of the problems or the reasons why youth don't achieve their desired goal in Africa. Now, do you think an NGO can play a role in making sure that youths get finance to achieve their dreams? Hopefully, they can. Okay. Now, I quickly want to introduce our organization to you. The name of our organization is Fodafrica, and it means Focus on Development Africa. We want to help the youth build capacity so that they can become contributing members in the society. And I know you will want to be part of us. I guess. Okay, thank you very much, and God bless you. Sir, please tell us, what's your name? My name is Ariel Emeka. Okay, so can you tell us the things that hinder, just one thing that hinder African youth from achieving their potentials in Africa? Well, Africa is a wonderful place, but then one of the challenges we have as young people is lack of opportunities. You know, you'll be in a country where, you know, you have plenty ideas, but then you don't have what it takes, you know, the resources it takes to bring your, you know, ideas to bear. Okay, so what you're trying to let us understand is that we don't have opportunities to express what we have, our God-given talent in Africa, the necessary opportunities and the environment. Okay, so do you think an NGO can help achieve this? Yes, definitely. If we have a good NGO that can actually, you know, sensitize the people and also help us connect to the government, you know, to bring this environment to us, the youths, I think it will go a long way. Wow, that's beautiful. Now, I want to use this medium also to introduce a new organization to you. It's called Fodafrica. Okay. FOD simply means Focus
on Development African Initiative. Wow. And all what we do is to make sure we build capacity and make sure we build our youth to be contributing members in the society. And hopefully we can help you achieve your vision and your dreams.
That would be a wonderful idea.
Thank you very much and your time. Thank you very much. So what's your name?
My name is Jasper.
Okay, your name is Jasper. Please, can you tell us just one thing that you think hinders youth from achieving their potentials in Africa?
Let me say environment and home tradition.
Okay, environment and home tradition. Okay.
Like maybe your environment or where you're from and your home, like you want to be a musician or an actor, or you know how to write poems, beautiful poems, but you are now being fixed with a home tradition that every male first son must go to school and be a medical doctor, and you don't have anything to do with science, stuff like that.
Wow, that means Africa does not give people an opportunity because of their tradition. It doesn't give youth, especially the firstborns, an opportunity to do what they want to do. Rather, we are being forced to do what the society thinks is professional.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you think an NGO can help youth come into deciding what they should do and achieving it? Do you think so?
I know that a trustworthy NGO can help them.
Okay, you know so.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very good. And I want to use the opportunity to introduce to you FOD Africa. Is a new organization coming on board. It simply means Focus on Development Africa. Just as a name, we want to develop the youth. We want to help them build capacity so that they can become contributing members to the society. Do well to be part of us, and I appreciate your coming. Thank you very much. All right.
Hi, I'm Samantha and I'm a student.
Okay, so tell us one thing that hinders youth in Africa from achieving their God-given potential.
Let's just say low level of education and unemployment.
Wow, this is low level of education and unemployment. So you think that in Africa we have a low level of education?
Exactly.
Okay, so do you think an NGO can salvage this situation?
Well, if they can be able to tackle it very well, I guess they can.
So they can stand as a mediator between the government, who's supposed to give better education to the youth, and then to the youth who's supposed to be in school to learn, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so I want to use this period to also introduce to you our organization. It's called FOD Africa. FOD Africa simply means Focus on Development Africa. All what we do is to make sure we stand as an intermediate between you and the government, to make sure we bring good and quality education to you and make sure you are in school to receive the quality education that we bring. So thank you very much for your audience, and we appreciate your coming. Thank you.
I'm Victoria.
Okay, Victoria, please, can you tell us just one thing that hinders the youth from achieving their potentials in Africa?
Okay, one major thing that hinders youth from achieving their goals or their vision or their dreams is lack of quality education. Now, listen to me. I'm not talking about the theory aspect. Now, we might have good lecturers in our schools that can quote the textbook from beginning to end, but what happens after that lecture hall? What happens after the lectures? There are no basic infrastructure to teach the students how to practice what they've learned. The lecturer can teach all he can, but if he doesn't show the student the steps to follow what he taught, it's all useless. So I think that's one of the major things.
Okay, do you think an NGO can actually help salvage this situation, like help quality education to come into Africa? Do you think so?
Yeah, definitely.
So tell us how.
Now, if the lecturers can handle the class, then they handle the mind. They bring up platforms that create an awareness to teach them how to go forth or to proceed on that thing that the lecturer has taught them, or whatever knowledge they've gained, how to put it to work. Okay. I think that's
an NGO can do that.
Yeah,
yes. So okay, I want to still seize this opportunity to introduce to you our new NGO. It's called FOD Africa. FOD simply means Focus on Development Africa. And exactly what you said, we want to serve as a mediator, as an intermediate between the government and the youth and the schools, to make sure we push the government to bring to the students infrastructure so that they can have both the mind and the head education. Thank you very well for coming. Thank you. God bless you. We have yet another beautiful African girl here. Is an African youth.
Hi, my name is Esther.
Okay, Esther, please tell us just one thing that hinders African youth from achieving their potentials in Africa.
Okay, so I'll talk from the perspective of a girl, because I'm a lady. Okay, so in Africa they feel that guys are supposed to go to school, make the money, while the girl is supposed to stay at home, get groomed by her parents and stuff.
And stay in the other room.
Exactly, the other room. Yes. But the truth is that we're in the 21st century. you don't expect the guys to do all of the things. The girls should also learn to help the men. And one way to learn to help the men is by going to schools. I'm not saying they should have whatever degrees, but I'm saying at least basic education from primary to secondary school is enough. It will help it go
Okay, so by educating our girl child, that means we are actually giving an African an edge over the rest of the world. That means we are trying to make sure that they can become contributing members to the society. All right, so do you think an NGO can help us achieve this very point you've made?
Yes, definitely an NGO can help. Because for instance, a lot of challenge. The reason to why some people don't even invest in girl child education is because they give the excuse of no money. Okay. So if the NGOs can help to subsidize school fees, I mean that will go a long way.
Wow, that's beautiful. And I want to seize the opportunity to introduce our organization to you. This is Fodafrica. It means Focus on Development Africa Initiative. And like you said, we are trying to make sure we bring girl child education to its highest level. Yes, we're trying to make sure we educate our girl child so that they can become contributing members to society. And with your point, with you working with us, we together can achieve that same cause, right? Thank you very much for coming and answering our call. Bye bye.
Okay, my name is Cornell.
Okay, his name is Cornell. Can you please tell us just one thing that hinders African youth from achieving their potential?
Okay, I will talk about ignorance and lack of information.
Wow, this is a great point. So tell us what's it about?
Okay, I don't really know, but I wonder why it's difficult for African youth to read these days.
Wow, that's a great one.
And like it's it's something that I don't know. They don't cultivate, and I believe it's from the parents.
Okay.
Because right from small, if parents do teach their kids like how to read, it would really encourage them on reading. Like if my parents were reading, and I'm seeing them reading like every day, it becomes an habit and a culture for me. Okay. But while growing up and I don't see my parents reading, now when you bring a book for me to read, it doesn't help me out. And one does not really have to go to school to become successful. Okay. You could also build your talent by reading motivational books. We have books that can help you grow in your business and in everything you do as an entrepreneur.
Wow, like something I heard some time ago, they said when you want to hide something from an African man, you put it in a book. And from what he just said, we lack information in Africa, and as youth we need to gather information to make sure we achieve whatever thing we need to achieve in Africa. So tell me, can an NGO help salvage this situation?
Yeah, I think it's very much possible for an NGO to help salvage this, because they could do some entrepreneurial workshop, do some conferences, gather youth and teach them the better ways to help themselves.
Wow, this is beautiful, and we're grateful that a youth like him can identify this problem and he has solution to it, and I think an NGO can effect a change. Now I really want to introduce to you our NGO. Our name is Fodafrica. Fodafrica simply means Focus on Development Africa Initiative. And with what you just said, we can as well together put our hands together and make sure we disseminate information and we get the right information to our youth in Africa so that they can become contributing members of our society. Thank you very much for keeping touch with us, and we hope to be there back next time. Thank you and good luck.